Here, when so many of us have been isolated at home, the importance of a good neighbour has never been higher, especially for the more vulnerable members of our society. Therefore, the panel has created an additional award to recognise someone who exemplifies all we would hope for in a good neighbour. And I am therefore delighted to present the Good Neighbour Award to Shah Mohammed Nawaz.
I've been living in this house for about 22 years. My neighbor Harold Bignell is 98-year-old. He's been in this house for a long time, even before me, and he doesn't have immediate family near him. We've been friendly throughout the time we lived here, helping each other. When I moved in, he was quite fit. He used to have a car. Now that he's fairly old, I have a luxury of going out shopping and things like that. So I help him out if he needs to go doctor's appointment or for any shopping.
I rely on him to get my food. I mean, I tell him what I want and make a list, give it to him, and he gets it for me.
I first met Mr. Nawaz when I was investigating a job where his neighbour had been a victim of crime.
Harold used to have a cleaner who used to come around and clean his windows. One day Harold didn't open the door when he came to knock his door, so he decided to go from the back and broke in his patio door and came into the house and asked for money, that I need money.
When we first arrived on scene, Mr. Nawaz made himself present and came out straight away and started talking to me and asking what had happened.
Told the police that this is the name of the person who might be responsible. Apparently was known to the police, that person, so they caught him.
After the offence had happened, Mr. Nawaz, out of his own money, put floodlights, put some alarms in for the neighbour so that he felt more secure in his home.
Harold is a very sort of proud man. He wouldn't ask for help as well from social services or anything like that. So we rely on each other.
I asked Mr. Nawaz how come he does so much for the neighbour, and he said to me that it's just my duty, and this is something I'm instilling in my children too, but it's something he's very passionate about. There's
a lot of sayings or a lot of phrases in the Quran, how you're supposed to treat your neighbours. You've got to love your neighbour. Things you like for yourself, you have to like things for him as well. The way you like to be treated, treat him like that. It goes as far as you can't be a true believer if your neighbour sleeps hungry. When you talk about the neighbour, it doesn't say what religion it has to be. It says your neighbour. So your neighbour could be anybody. It doesn't talk about only if you're Muslim, then you look after, or only if it's that religion. The human beings are all human beings.
I don't think these nominees, including Mr. Nawaz, feel that they should be awarded for what they do. But I feel as a community we should be putting these people out in the public eye to show them as role models for all generations, to say, look, there is no limit to kindness, there's no limit to just going that extra mile for someone who's not related to you or is related to you, whatever that is. I feel that we as society should celebrate these people and encourage more people to be like them.
The world will be very peaceful if people respect each other, have kind to each other, have values, treat each other nicely, kindly. It'd be a very peaceful world.
These days, you know that unless you have good neighbours, you're in trouble.